how to remove inquiries from your credit report within 24 hours. Yes, it is definitely possible. Let's get into how you can remove credit inquiries from your credit report the fastest way possible. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott. If you are new here, make sure you have subscribed to the channel. And if you want access to the guide with the script in it, just make sure to comment the word guide below and I will send you exclusive access. Number one, what you want to do, this is not a requirement, but it is a recommendation. You want to become the customer. You want to pay for credit reports with Experian, Equifax, or even TransUnion, whomever you're having the hardest time with, because they want to help customers. When you call in and you are not a customer, it is really hard to get service. It is really hard for you to get anyone that actually wants to help you. All right. So if you become the customer, you call into customer service and then you can have them transfer you on over to the fraud department. Once you reach the proper department, you're like, hey, is this the fraud department? And you might be saying, why am I going to the fraud department? Well, because the fraud department is the department that has the authority to remove unauthorized information from your credit report. Whether you were a victim of identity theft, a data breach, or whatever the case is, information is fraudulent if it is unauthorized. If information is an error, it can also be viewed as fraudulent because it is, in fact, fraudulent. It's an error. So in this case, what you want to do is be prepared, call into customer service, get transferred to the fraud department, verify you're in the fraud department, and then go into, hey, I need to speak with a manager. Okay? Hopefully you get a manager that is wanting and willing to help you as a customer and not just a normal consumer. Hey, I am a customer with you guys. I just got my credit reports and I noticed that there are several unauthorized credit inquiries listed on my credit report. And I wanted to get those removed immediately because I do not have relationships, accounts, or did I authorize these folks to be on my credit report? And they might ask you, did you contact the company? Well, of course I did. I contacted each of them. They have no record. They said there's nothing that I can do. And in fact, each and every one of these companies told me that I have to contact you to get this corrected. And that's what I am doing. I am contacting you to get this corrected because they said they do not have any record of me on file. Now, please help me. These are the names of the unauthorized inquiries. These are the dates. Please get them removed for me. Now, if you want to go a step further and just be kind of prepared for this phone call, what you want to do, like in the last video where I talked about inquiries, you want to draft your letter, you want to list them out, you want to upload them to their online portal. Each of the companies, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, all have ways that you can upload your disputes to them and attach proof. Okay, Experian, we went through that in the last video. You got to watch that. TransUnion, you can upload proof, but if you already have a dispute open with them, fortunately, you can't open a new one online. You do have the opportunity to call them though. They also have a chat feature on their website that you can use. I actually love calling in, especially when my clients are customers, because again, once you become the customer with each of these credit bureaus, they actually want to help you. Just get that manager on the phone, let them know of your unauthorized inquiries, and I wouldn't really try to go for more than like 5 at a time. And again, if you want to be extra prepared, you can go ahead and upload your letter, any proof that you have, your supporting documentations with your ID, social security card, and proof of address. That's really important to supply them with those items. That way they have the proof and they can verify verify who you are, there's no questions. They should be able to take those off within 24 hours. And if you do have an FTC report that lists out those inquiry name and dates, that's even better, okay? And oftentimes, if you upload that to the system, they should be taking those off within 3 days anyways, because by law, if you have inquiries that were a result of, say, identity theft, for example, okay, saying you never applied for this, there's no other explanation, right? You can't confirm that it's identity theft, but you have no other proof that it is or not, right? So you have to fill out an FTC to report these unauthorized items. And guess what? The credit bureaus will require that you send them one. So it's not something to feel bad about, because at the end of the day, even if a company lied to you, that is still a form of, being dishonest, and you can fill out a form. There's not going to be some sort of police officer that's looking through all of these forms to verify and investigate each one. And that's why the FTC exists, because it's just a way for you to document this stuff and not have to go to your local police department. Because to be honest with you, a lot of local PDs and sheriffs, they don't want to deal with online crimes like this. And there's no proof that it actually happened in their jurisdiction. Now, if you do happen to have a police report or any sort of documentation, supporting documentation, whether it's an ID theft affidavit that was signed by an officer, whatever the case may be, supply all of the proof that you have, okay? Upload it, and then you can call in, or if you want to just call in, you can totally do that as well. I have a lot of clients that have great success with just calling in, but of course, being the customer. If you're looking for more help like this with credit repair, starting a credit repair business, funding, business credit, you want to make sure to join the credit community, because not only do we talk about credit repair, but we talk about everything credit related. How to make money with credit, how to incorporate different things within the credit industry that can help bring in over $100,000 to your business alone. And these are things that anyone can do without a license or without any sort, particular license that would be required. When it comes to credit repair, that's a different story. But there's things within it like affiliate marketing and selling trade lines. And, there's so much that can be done in the credit space. So if you are looking to get into it, join the community. Most importantly, if you just want to get the guide, comment the word guide, and I will gladly send it to you, my friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.